Dadgummit. I'm trying to work on my car. Mad Marvin here. You know, you can fix just about anything with a good hammer, WD-40, and duct tape. That's right. I'm trying to work on it here. But while I was working on it, I figured, I've heard a lot. It's a good time in this country to be mad about something. Good God, have you seen since the last time I talked to you? It was local elections. Have you seen this national one? By God, it's a mess. I'll tell you this, you're going to hear from somebody now, you hear a lot about the talk, a talk, a talk. Let's have a talk. How about this? You're going to hear from an endangered species, a white southern endangered male. How about that? That was my car. Hold on a minute. There's 4 things you need to know about this election. I ain't going to tell you who to vote for, but there's 4 things you need to know about. Number 1, you hear a lot about faith. We're people of faith. We're this of faith. Folks don't believe that. Everybody's people of faith. Do you know my old dog's got faith that I'll feed him every day? You got faith that somebody won't cross the line and hit you on the highway, or got faith that you sit in a chair and it won't collapse. Everybody's got faith. What's important is where you put your faith. Now, there is a whole lot of places you can put it, but we personally recommend the good old book, the Bible, and the good Lord. You know what I mean? That's where it ought to be. And they help me work on this car and keep from saying bad words. Next thing, the Constitution. Now, I'll tell you, the Constitution ain't something that you envision what you want it to say. You read it and take it the way it's said. How hard is that? Kind of like the good book. You don't add to it. You don't create your own after eating a good pizza on Saturday night, and you have visions through the night after that bad pizza. Constitution is the same way. You take it like it's written. And if you don't like it, go somewhere else in the world and live for God's sake. Stupid thing. Third thing, lawlessness. Now I'm going to tell you something. All these people out here cutting up and showing their behind, don't like stuff. The next monument needs to be put up in Washington and in the state is a big old binky, so people can go get a couple sucks and go home. What are you complaining for all the time? It's the best country in the world to live in. Are you kidding me? Good God, there's no excuse for this lawlessness. You can do things the right way or get out, for God's sake. It ain't bad to have a little manners, Be civil to one another. And the fourth thing, see how them cars do you? The fourth thing is innocence. Now, if you can't protect innocence, whether it's the elderly or a small itty-bitty baby, you got problems. You hear me? My God, most of you would get upset if I had a little old puppy dog here or something and went to kicking and a carrying on it, or it was born and I left it laying there. But if it's a real baby, you don't care. There's something wrong with people like that. You hear me? We don't do that out in the country. For God's sake, what's wrong with you people in the city? Don't you know nothing? I'll tell you. Those are the 4 things you need to know about this election. You hear me? I don't care who you vote for, but I think it's very telling who you do vote for, depending on these 4 things. And they all go together, too. You can't enjoy one of these. Don't tell me about you going to church and your faith and how patriotic you are when you can't support these 4 things, because you're lying. In fact, I'll tell you, see this cage right here? Some people that say they're patriots ain't nothing but cowardly critters. We need to set some of these right here, put them in it, send them on. Time for them to go to North Korea and Iran and stay there. We don't need you here. Now, that ain't saying you ain't American, but if you're American, you ought to believe these 4 things. Just that simple. Now, Tuesday's a big day. Make sure you vote, express your opinion, and doggone it, don't show your butt afterwards. Because what's important after that is who's going to come help me fix this car.